All right, folks, thank you for coming to the December 8th Town Council meeting, Poneto, Indiana. So we're going to move right to this, hopefully make this a really short meeting. So we're going to go ahead and we'll make a motion to call the meeting to order. Don't really need to. Yeah, we don't really need to do that. All right, so roll call.
Here.
So, number 3, approval of November minutes. I didn't see nothing in there, that I was concerned about that wasn't.
Now I make a motion that we approve the November minutes.
I'm reading through it real quick.
You're supposed to do that when you can.
Well, I did. There was just a section I was looking for.
Oh, okay.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraph. Michael's going to check to see Jessica about the grants. She's willing to do that. She was just asking for additional information as to what type of grant, who are we addressing this to?
Okay, great.
So
what we do, can you reach out to Alcyon now and ask and see who they get their grants for like the sidewalks?
Yeah, my first day is tomorrow.
Is it? Okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
I think maybe, her and Luann ought to work together on it,
okay.
That way Luann can learn to do it.
And like I said, community crossing grant, they're a lot of work. You usually hire somebody to write grants like that. The community crossing, Markle has done those, I know. So we can check with them to see who they use, but I'll ask Gaussian too who they use.
Okay.
all right, so,
I'll second on the minutes.
Just sign.
yeah, we're gonna move on to old business. So, before we start on old business, I wanna bring up, make sure we're already on here. Okay, it is, never mind. Since I already brought it up, I'll say it anyway. The vandalism at the park. I don't know, you had your kids down there, seen the park, the slide? Somebody put their foot through the big slide down there and completely just destroyed it.
I called Backyard and Caleb told me that it should be under warranty. And he wanted me to take pictures and send them, so I did, but I haven't heard back from him since then.
Yeah, we probably ought to jump on that pretty quick, maybe even if we don't, within the next week or so, get back a hold of them and just see.
I thought I'd call him after the meeting tonight. I'll call him tomorrow because I
Yeah.
want to see what everybody had to say about it.
Would that mean that they all replace the slide?
That's the way he
Yeah,
said
it's
it should
not
be under
fixable.
warranty. There's 2 slides that go down, and the one on the north side, we'll show you the pictures. You got pictures.
So we've had that all in 2
It
months?
looks like somebody stood at the bottom of it and just jumped
It's
over
a
it
foot
and
bigger than mine,
busted through it.
so it's,
And there's a sign right there that says, "Do not walk up slides."
2 signs.
Well, my question is, do you think we should look at installing cameras at the park?
Well, I don't know if we need to go that drastic yet, but Paul and I talked about maybe getting another sign made and put it right by the slides. We've got one on the fence, right next to it. We got one as you come in the park, a great big one. And then there's just a sticker on the post where the 2 slides are that says,
Do you think, if they see that sign, they're gonna obey it?
they're not obeying the little ones.
Yeah,
so-
that's what I'm thinking. We almost need something, we can, maybe down
Well,
the road. I don't know.
It says 5 to 12. Then
The age.
for the age limit,
Yeah.
and it's got a. I don't know if it's got a weight on it, or it don't got a weight on it,
Don't think so.
you know?
In regards to the warranty on it,
Mhm.
is labor covered in that?
That,
Probably not,
I don't know.
because a lot of places will only cover parts, not labor.
Mhm.
For what it's worth,
Yeah.
I've done maybe 50 playgrounds, rival competitor, but it's all universal, as long as I can get a game or two.
Hey, while we're on,
We don't need to pay someone $100 an hour.
while we're on this situation, on this discussion, his mother actually does the same thing for the playground equipment. You know, so the next time I think we do something like that, which we will in the future, you know, is actually look into what your mom can offer.
But I mean, I'm sure all the playground companies do
Yeah.
what's called a community build,
Yeah,
where they just supply the material and they give you the instruction book, which comes with
Exactly.
always, but
You
there's
live,
nothing
do
to
you
it.
live in Poneto now, or
yeah.
what
He is-
address?
he is-
Oh, he does, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha,
He's his grandson.
okay,
He's my unadopted grandson.
okay, okay.
Or the-
It's sad, cause I haven't been given a new address. for
He's
it,
a
so-
pretty good guy, let me tell you that.
All right.
All right, so, sorry to skip that a little bit. So we're gonna move right on to old business, the nuisance order violations. We had, I don't even know how many we had last month.
Two,
All right, we had two. One of them was,
and you have a response from the Sortons.
yep, I read the response from the surgeons, and actually, that's the way it's supposed to work. You know, get a response. We didn't get a response from the other one. So this one here, we actually need to move forward on.
Well,
You
they
know.
They
cleaned
have
up.
cleaned up.
Well,
like that.
okay.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, if they cleaned it up, then we don't need to do anything.
Okay, did they clean it up?
Yeah, it's pretty much.
So I went by there, I think
I mean,
yesterday, Saturday, something like that.
there's still
Okay.
kids in town, but, you know, it's
So-
mostly toys.
I thought it looked like they've been,
But they
All
got,
right,
they,
well, yeah,
they
you live right
removed
across the
the,
road from them,
they,
there,
they
Ken Works there.
removed all the push mowers in the yard, the
okay,
deep freeze,
okay,
the sink top that was laying up. Some of the building material they took out of the house is still kind of up, there's two big panels up against the house that.
but most of the things we listed. were
Yeah.
taken care of.
All right, so this one here,
they
we're
took
gonna
out
just,
these.
this one here, we just actually list as completed. All right, and the surgeons, it's, down on Washington Street, all right? Look, there's two things I wanna say on this here too. What we're talking about, these ordinance, this 20 days notice. I really think that we ought to actually consider making that a 30-day notice. Because some of these, what if you didn't have access to get out and move around? You know, you'd have never got a letter to us in a 20-day period, you know what I'm saying, to let us know, or something like that. I think if we had a 30-day, it'll always meet after the next meeting.
Mhm.
You know, so like, our last meeting was the 5th, this is the 8th, and we, you know, that way there's,
Seek a motion. and-
yeah, that's what I wanna do. So I wanna make a motion to actually change that 20 days to 30 days.
I'll second.
And what that will actually, it causes a lot of conflict, you know, gotta get rid of a lot of conflict actually, I believe.
And I just need a vote.
Aye.
All right, so we're gonna change that to 30. All right, and it looks to me like it's, on Aaron's letter, it looks to me like, and again, this is actually the way it's meant to be. It's meant to be, you know, let us know, because a lot of people don't know what's, you know, I had a car behind my house one time, you know, and I got a violation. Like, it's parked on my patio, you know, but it's a good running car. I mean, it's not junk, you know. But I had to, you know, I mean, it was legal, you know, so they actually ended up dropping it.
Yeah, if it isn't plated, it's considered. I know when Becky was the president, her son-in-law, that was a police officer,
Right.
sat in on several meetings, and that was discussed then. That if it's, he verified it, if it's not plated, then it's in violation.
All right, so let's start right here on the violations. All right, so, well, let's just start on Aaron's thing here, plastic barrels. All right, so, and again, I talked to Aaron also, I think it was a couple days after the meeting, wasn't it? After you got the notice or something like that. All right, so the plastic barrels, I did drive by there, and they was actually put up in a trailer, you know, picked up and stuff like that. He explained that he does use them for picking up walnuts. You know, and then they're empty now, but I'm guessing, because I didn't actually go into details with you, you picked the walnuts up, then you took them somewhere and delivered them, you know. So I would think that there's a just cause.
It's a what?
A just cause, you know, to have them, you know, it's something that he uses.
Yeah, and I went by, I walked by both of these this past weekend, and I saw they were in a trailer. It's not like they were thrown in the yard or whatever. They were
never at the street, either, as you stated. We don't leave them at the street, we never do.
Right, so that one there, it's, does not clarify. But then again, you know, just to clarify too, you know, nobody really knows, you know, what people do with their stuff. You know, I mean, you know, people can say, I got junk in my backyard. I do, you know, but it's not junk to me. You know, I got a plow backyard, I got a rake, I got a grater box. All right, so let's, more, so that one there, I guess we need to just go through these one at a time. So I would think the plastic barrel is right off.
I thought it was fine.
Isn't it? All right, so let's go down to the second one, the broken riding lawnmower. This item has been removed, okay, so it's been removed, so it's no longer a part of it. All right, so there's a write-off. It's a pile of light poles and back alley. New materials are being actively collected and stored to specific future purpose. The ordinance defines nuisance in relation to conditions and health. Use of property, okay? So, you build me a pole barn with it,
That's what the plan was.
is it? I actually don't see an issue with that either, but there's three of us. I don't see an issue. You know, I got a bunch of 8x8s.
So, like I said, I went by this weekend. Now, I was just doing a quick pass through. I
Yeah.
wasn't gonna stand there and linger. I thought that'd be kind of weird and inappropriate,
Exactly.
but just kind of a quick pass by. I didn't see the light poles. That might be, you know, that could be because I wasn't sitting there scouting out every little thing, but it didn't stick out. Nothing stuck out like a sore thumb.
They're back on the side of the alley. There's an alley that goes this way between their house and,
The one that's being built.
yes.
Yeah.
The one behind, yeah, that's the one, you got them out back there.
So he didn't even notice it. I mean, it's not, he just told us that he's using them for, the purpose for collecting them. I know we can get some more if you need more for the
That'd be great.
building.
Because I mean, that's why they've been sitting so long waiting on the AEP to bring me more, but
Oh,
I'm having trouble getting them.
yeah. I'll tell you where, I know at least 9 of them were, pretty decent. But anyway, it's, and again, you guys gotta understand, you know, and I hope people around town do, you know, when in the ordinance, it does not specifically say light poles and stuff like that, but it does say wood, you know, but then again, I mean, a lot of us got wood laying around, you know, and we gotta be lenient with everybody, you know, because we don't wanna, you know, and we can't let other families in town push us to the point to where, you know, we gotta look at everybody, you know, on every little thing. But in a situation like this, I believe that it's just cause again. You know, you're using them, you're not actually burning them and getting all the creosote, you know, everywhere. And the main thing is just words of wisdom, because I've done it before too, is don't leave them lay too long.
Right.
Yeah, they're right, they do what we don't get, you know. The day you get ready to use them, you know, then all of a sudden you need 10 more, you know. So, what do you guys think on that one?
I don't have a super strong opinion. Like I said, I didn't see, I mean, I saw that there were items in the backyard, but what I did see was fairly organized, and it's like, I didn't see any super cause for concern.
Mark it off? All right, so it's the vehicle west side of the house next to alley. The vehicle is operable and does not present a public health and safety risk. Right, so it's not a junk vehicle,
Still runs,
you know.
and it can be moved, it's just not plated. But our neighbor has several plated, unplated vehicles, and he drives illegally, so
And those other vehicles sitting around town that don't have any plates, have expired plates, so we're not the.
if we're gonna
only fault.
discriminate against us, I think everybody should get a notice. Or we should just drop the whole thing.
Well, that's what we're trying to do, we're trying to clean up the town and we're trying to give notices to people.
Except you're only discriminating against us.
Well, we're not really discriminating, you know, we're not.
We've got video of her driving around.
Multiple times.
I have a right to drive down any street.
You
I
might
just
have a
stop there
right,
and
but
look.
you don't have a right to
Yeah.
harass us and drive around every day or
I
multiple
go
times a
down
week.
by and look at Susie's new house. I'm not looking at your house, I'm looking at the Tracy down there with the school kids and stuff.
I seen you really slowly, twice, within 2 minutes, had to circle around the block and slow down and specifically look on the side of our house nearest to the alley. I watched you.
Well, I gotta be
I have a right
honest,
to do that.
I gotta be honest.
I'm on
You
the
can't
board,
get part of
and
the
it
person's
says-
property, it's not right.
It says we can check on houses.
And
Then you need to
discriminate,
be
it says in there you can
fair, 'cause you're not
discriminate
fair.
too.
Excuse me?
It says you can discriminate too.
No,
We
We
can't
aren't
allow discriminate.
discriminating.
There's other places around town that have vehicles just like we do.
Well,
We were fixated on our property because Morgan's has had theirs for months.
We can send them notices too.
And I like a copy for the last 6 years of all the notices that we've sent, this is public knowledge. If you're gonna put us out there on the meeting, I want notices.
For the notices for, that there is actually is public property. All right, so again, I fell in the same situation one time with the vehicle that ran. It was plated, but I also know that there's at least 15, if not more, cars in town that's not got tags on it.
Mhm.
And some of them is way out in the open compared to yours, you know. So it's again,
So again, it feels like discrimination because ours is not out in,
It's not even,
If-
it's
if
not
what-
in front lawn, it's not being.
what it was, the way it works, and it works this way in Bluffton and Austin also. So what happens, it really does. So what happens if somebody gets a violation notice or a complaint, say like on your property, and then what happens, somebody goes in and they look and they get everything. They write down everything that's on the property because they don't know, say like that vehicle. They don't really know if it's legal, they don't know if it's junk or not, but they still write it down on the violation. And then that's why again, that's why we changed the 20 days to 30 days, to give somebody time to come back in, you know, and explain, like, it's not junk. Because that's what I had to do also, and then they automatically dropped it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really, it's when somebody gets a notice or a complaint, then, you know what, we more or less gotta write down everything. You know, if somebody's complaining about this, or this, you know, and the way Bluffton works, I mean, I've been to a lot of their meetings, and you've been to the area planning, you know, you're the guy up there, you know, they're pretty strict. But they only do it if they actually get a call, you know, or some kind of complaint. And that's what we do. We just actually, once we get a complaint, it's, because there is a lot of places in town that needs to be cleaned up.
So who complained?
That I couldn't tell you. All I know
Exactly,
is
it's supposed to be in writing.
a complaint.
Yep, that's what we went through.
Well, yeah, that's what was, it's actually wasn't never made a motion to actually do that. I know our last president actually put it to where none of the board members could do it. Well, that's what she said, but it was never,
Because I heard her specifically say, I did my job, so that's why it
Yeah.
feels like we're discriminated against, because there's only one that you didn't even know where you live, and you don't go by our property.
you know,
So why I'm like, who complained? Because it wasn't our neighbors.
He does go by your property, because I was with him one day.
yeah, if we
Not
went,
repeatedly. On the last video, he said he hadn't been by there in a while.
you know.
I listened to the videos.
So this there, it's, the vehicle on the house, I mean, again, I'm just agreeing with the surgeons, that if we're gonna do them, I mean, we got 3 of them right here in front of us. You know, right beside you and right beside you, you know, across the road from you. I mean, you know, there's 2 or 3 vehicles over across the road, that's not, got plates on it. You know,
Across the road.
right here at Watson's.
And I know that one my neighbor too, there's that Greg Silver car.
That's what I'm saying, right here in main
I
site.
don't know if it works or was
You know.
completed.
You know, there's just so many things. Yeah, I think what we need to do is, I think this needs to be done, and I think that we need to do it, you know, start really slow and go townwide. You know, like maybe all the vehicles in town, you know, if they're junk, they need to go. If they're work in progress, you know, they need to be covered, you know, or something like that. But I think that we ought to forget it this time, and I think that, you know, the board members actually ought to take a note on just how many vehicles there really is that's not legal. You know, I mean, that has no plates on it here in town.
Is this something that if we're going to pursue this might be good to, like the notice that you put out with the sewer bill every month? Throw a note in there that this is something that we're
I think
gonna
that
start
would be,
keeping track of?
I think that would be perfect. I think that would be the best way to get it going, is through the sewer bill, like you said. But hey, you know, in the next 30 days, we're gonna have a town cleanup. You know, we need cars, we need this, and that way it kind of gives everybody 30 days to get it legal or get it moved.
Saying that if the cars are not plated, they are considered junk, or how do you want to say
Well,
that?
Bluffton, if they're not plated, they get towed, period. Even if they're on your property.
And the police have come out here and told before.
But I think what we need to do is, you know, at this point, again, we need to wait till spring, I believe. You know, it's, nobody wants to get out there and work in this kind of weather.
So we can put that in the sewer bill maybe in April or May.
Well, that's just my thought. What's your guys'
I was thinking maybe a notice a little bit earlier, like in, I don't know, the next month or two, hey,
Yeah.
going forward, this is something we're gonna be looking at, so
Okay,
come
so just not have
come
to
March
look
or
where it's
April,
not- Okay,
You know, I think if we give people a heads up when that's what's gonna do, and that way there, instead of just getting, like your car, you know, get mine, get yours, get theirs, get theirs, get theirs, get everybody's, that's not legal. you know. But it is an ordinance, it is an ordinance about the cars, you know, or something, maybe we can just send out, you know, which the town needs some kind of nice letter to everybody that the town needs to be cleaned up and give them notice that, you know, we're gonna spend the next 30 days, you know, in looking and investigating, you know, and stuff like
You
that.
just said you're gonna wait till
Yeah,
spring,
yeah,
so we're not.
come spring. And we can talk about it again, so we can table that. So again, it's vehicle west side of the house, I would say that's a, take it off. Okay,
For now,
yeah, I mean, you know, we gotta,
so we get this enforced.
you know, and, I mean, there's a lot of houses that we need to actually work on. You know, and I think spring would be a good time to give everybody notice before we actually start acting. Okay, it's, I think this is the last pile of brush, back of house. Brush is awaiting lawful disposal by burning when weather considered permits, section 2(4)A, for temporary accumulation. Provided it's not a hazard, given extreme drought and elevation wind, immediate burning would be dangerous. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what brush. I'll let you guys talk about that one. When I have the brush, I can't
I mean, there was a pile of,
picture it. I can't picture it.
there was a pile, I mean, it wasn't overwhelming, but there was a decent sized pile of branches, sticks, whatever, typically used for, I don't wanna say bonfires, but burning wood in fall time and all that stuff. It didn't look like there was a bunch of extra debris scattered within it. It looked like a pile of branches, basically.
But again, in my opinion, it's a pile of brush, which I believe that brush needs to be cleaned up. And again, I hate saying this, but I got 2 piles.
Then get them cleaned up.
I know. I mean, I don't want to go out there in this kind of weather and have to deal with it.
Our new property had piles of brush too.
There's a lot of problems. Yeah, well, we got a big pile of brush on our new property.
Yeah.
I'll
That,
send the burn master over.
hey, you know what? I'm gonna come down and knock on the door like, hey. It's, and I think again, it's, and again, it sounds like, you know, I'm going for all this, and I really am. So I think the brush pile actually needs to be held off till spring also. And I think the cleanup thing that we said for the vehicle, all needs to go together next spring, or early next year, and let them know that, hey, you know, we're, and again, I mean, I don't know how long this has been back here or nothing like that, and the hazardous wind, the cold, the winter, the no burning zone, you know, for Wells County, I mean, stuff like that, I get that completely. Unless it's your neighbor down this way, up north. They was out in the field again, burning fires twice at 10 o'clock at night.
Yes, it was.
You
Huge
don't,
fire.
yeah, the cops was there too,
Oh, was it?
yeah. Yeah, I called him. I called Doug first. Cause Doug owns Tammy's house, or Annie's house.
Okay. I know, I looked out and it was like, man, the flames were 20, 30 feet in the air. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Didn't hear him out there in the field doing donuts?
Oh, yeah.
The rubber tires. But, I think again, I'm just giving my opinion, I think all of that ought to be put off until spring. Because again, I understand, the surgeons, thinking that they're getting, you know, pointed out. But, in reality, we had another one, and I'll tell you who it is, since it is public, it's just down here at the Watson house. you know, that we,
Well, we had a third one, over at Isaiah.
did I get sent out? That didn't get sent out,
You said
right?
you were
Yeah.
gonna take care.
Yeah, and I cleaned a lot of that up, if you notice it, I cleaned a lot of that up. Now, I haven't looked at it since, like I said, I was going all week last week too. But, I did clean up the alleyway, because that was brought up last month, I took it and cleaned up the alleyway. But I believe that, and when I went up there to talk to her, so I wanted to cut down Meridian, you know, down that way a little bit. I wanted to ask her before I actually cut them, because, you
I'm
know,
not safe in yours.
I did
Speak
speak
Spanish.
Spanish. I did speak Spanish. So I'd actually like to put that off also. You know, it's, it might get cold this winter, might need to burn it. We might get cold, might have to come down and use it to burn.
Feel free, I tried to light it and I couldn't get it to light.
Yeah, this kind of weather. The word master right there, buddy.
If you wanna get mad, I'm more than.
You're getting the wrong guys.
I'll burn anything.
I mean, I was gonna pour diesel fuel on it when the spring came around and light it, but I couldn't get it lit. I put some of our camping wood and tried to light the camping wood and couldn't get it to light, so I don't.
Well, just so you guys know, next spring when we do this, the town board's gonna offer help, and we're gonna ask for actually, you know, people to volunteer to help too. Yeah, you're gonna help.
I helped last
Well,
year.
Yeah, you did. But what we did, I mean, you know, not everybody, you know, like down here at Karen's, your neighbors, not everybody can go out and actually clean up the mess they got.
Right.
You know, I spent 2 weekends down there cleaning up for her. It needs a lot more.
Well, not only that, but not everybody can do it in 30 days either, especially people who can't get around very well.
Yeah, well, exactly. Well, what we do, we actually, when we send out a letter next spring or earlier, you know, after the first, you can put on there that, you know, that we're offering our help. You know, don't wanna go in there and do it.
Well, I
You know.
think we should wait till spring to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, now is not the time. to
I
say-
know, but, you know, I'm just kinda giving it out to
That's
them
what Paul said.
and giving these guys opportunities, you know, if you wanna volunteer,
Also,
you know.
we need to do something about that swimming pool beside my house.
Yeah.
We've been here, and we're not sure if it's coons, skunks, or whatever, that are underneath that swimming pool.
Well,
There's something out there that's not afraid of lights or human movement or me banging on the chain link fence.
Wow.
And not.
Well, all right, so, I totally agree. I've been there, I've talked to him several times. You guys know I was there all summer mowing his yard until there at last.
Yeah.
You know, I told him, just let me take it down and burn it. I'll take it down, burn it right where it
So in
stands.
that little pool?
Yeah.
So what, nobody even uses the pool? It's just.
No, he thinks you don't fix it and use it.
I got a whiff of it
Frogs
here
and boats.
about a month ago, and I was like,
Well,
holy smokes, where's that?
Last year, was it last year or the year before? We called the health department. The health department came out and looked at it, checked the water and everything else and said it's okay. Even though it had that much algae in it. You know, and then the neighbor on that side of him actually heard a dog barking, a little dog whining, so he got up and actually the dog got up there, climbed the steps and fell in. So he had to actually get in, you know, and pull the dog out. You know, so I agree, we need to do something with it.
We tried so many times. I don't know, maybe if.
Well, not only that, it is not watched. What if one of these neighborhood kids got loose and saw, oh, swimming pool, fell in? We got another problem.
We
Sounds like
have
a public
addressed-
hazard to me, more of
It
a
is.
nuisance than any of our stuff.
Do what now?
I said, that sounds like a public hazard and more of a nuisance than
Well,
any of our stuff.
we
We have
did,
addressed it every.
and we got the
every
Wells County Health
time.
Department involved with
Yeah,
it. Now again, I got up on it, you couldn't even see the wood. I got up on it and cleaned all the trees, all the brush, all the vines, poison ivy, everything off so you could see it again. And it actually looked pretty decent from the road,
Right.
but until you get up there, it's,
I mean, is it technically like a 2B condemned structure?
do I know?
Condemned structure? I mean.
That's
The Board
something,
of Health already looked at it, that's obviously just gonna get worse over time.
yeah.
But
well, when the health board was out, they didn't condemn it, so.
Is that who we condemn something?
Maybe we need to actually get a hold of them again. Neither one of them is in good health. The wife died,
Right.
you know, so he kept it for her for exercise.
Well, I understand the circumstances, I just know that the pool needs to be gone.
It needs to be gone.
Right.
And I agree with
Offer
that.
to take care of it for him, if he can't do it himself.
You ain't no taking.
No,
care of
I've
that.
asked him, I've
And
asked
I don't
him,
want you to touch it.
yep. He'll sell it to you for $2,500.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Would it fit out here?
No, we're not
Make
making
it a municipal swimming pool.
Yeah, we're not running it. All right, so, again,
Plant
let's finish up with this, okay, so, anybody listens to, okay, so this in here was actually all of this, okay? Okay, so right now there's citation violation to be, okay, which we just did that, so we actually stopped it all. Written confirmation be provided within 14 days. All right, do we need written confirmation since you're right here at the meeting? I mean, you know, a written confirmation is not, you know, a lawful thing that we gotta do. Now, if you're wanting something, you know,
It depends if you're gonna come out again before spring.
oh no, we're gonna hold off on everything until spring right now unless it gets so bad that we can't. I mean,
That's
think about
worse than it's been in the 18 years we've lived there.
Never had a nuisance order.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
So we got one.
I've been on the board for 7 years, or 6 years, and there's been very few sent out. Right?
We have, in the beginning, we sent more. I've got them
Yeah,
all
when,
over there.
when you first took office, yeah, and I and Becky.
I mean, if you want it written, you know, we can have Lou Ann write one up. You know, that's entirely up to you. You know, we're telling you now, you know, it's on recording right there, you know, so it's public record, that we actually just abolished all these, you know, and we're gonna actually,
Yeah,
you know,
anytime.
wait till early, well, we wait till after the year. You know, so it's gonna be after the cold weather, of course, you know, we're not gonna do it January 1st. You know,
I'll ask Mr. Lawyer, if I need something, if I have to go legal with something later on, do I need written confirmation now?
I wouldn't think so. This is being streamed online. It'd be very easy to
Yeah.
find.
all right, so that there.
Plus, we've got several witnesses.
All right, so we're actually, this year, we're gonna actually, it's just like they do in Bluffton. I mean, Bluffton, they come up, they say their piece, the board actually says, okay, yes or no. You know, so we're saying that we're actually, you know, holding off on all of these, you know, giving them time to do it. Instead of giving you 30 or 60 days like they do in Bluffton, we're putting it off until, by the way. You know. You guys okay with that? All right, so this is taken care of. All right, and I thought we was gonna be out here by 7:30.
Sure. You talk too much.
All right, everything else is gonna go real fast. All right, still new business B, transfer money to sewer account.
We haven't done the old business yet.
Okay, we got one more, yep.
We got more than that.
Yeah, we got Larry Tipton's contract on the old business, that's the last of the old business.
So I need you to sign this for him. I did meet with him, and we, got the trust Indiana set up so I can reconcile it, but there's still something not quite matching up, so he may have to come back and help me get through that.
All right, so,
And he does charge an hourly fee for travel time, he lives 3 hours away, so it could be more than 10 hours by the time you're through with it, and you're fine.
all right, so
This is the CPA.
before it was $75
He-
up to, for 10 hours, up to 750.
Right, and he,
So he's thinking how much more than 10 you think?
Financial consultant.
Okay.
I don't know,
15?
maybe, I
More
don't
than half that.
know, because like I say, he's gonna help me with the annual financial report, he already did the capital asset part when he was here,
Okay, well, you're the one that keeps track of the money. We got the money?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there's plenty of money.
All right, so again, for training, I'm all for it.
Well, for problem solving.
You know,
so,
well,
Yeah.
problem solving training, and whatever it takes.
Yeah,
So I'd make a motion to say yes, if you need an extra, you know, if you need to go over the 10 hours with Larry Tippman,
Okay.
as long as it's not 100 hours.
Okay, is this your sign right here? You sign it.
Yes.
I have to send this back to him then. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. we did that.
You correct.
Right, so do we need to
About
make a
20
motion
years.
stuff like that, or we did that last week, last month?
Yeah, I think.
Probably more,
All
actually.
right, so, so I make a motion to go ahead and raise Larry Tippman's hours up because he does live so far away. Now, again, in the real world, to me, it don't matter how far you live away. I mean, this is what he gets paid. I'm not paying you to drive to and fro, you know.
Well,
But-
it's his
but-
time invested though.
I know, but it is time invested, and he is a good guy, and he's gonna actually do us right. So I would make a motion to let him do what he needs to do.
I second.
Vote? Aye, and aye.
Good, thank you.
All right, now, new business.
Not yet. Still haven't got stone in the alley, and still haven't got no parking signs up yet.
But they will be up,
That's old business, it isn't done yet.
yeah.
4 to 6.
It's, the only thing we're doing is gotta wait.
Wait for what?
I mean, you can get a hold of Scott. I mean, we gotta wait, Scott come in and do it. The signs,
All right, down the table.
yeah, it's still, and we got 4 of them, like I said, because we got 4 of them, we was only gonna do that half the road,
Right,
but we gotta come all the way to Meridian.
right.
And me and Tom get a hold of that and see if we can get, can we even push the things down the
No,
ground?
we're not coming all the way to Meridian, are we?
Yeah,
Yeah, kid.
it's the same,
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, you're right. Yeah.
yeah, that whole road is so narrow.
You got a tractor that'll push those poles down?
Without bending it,
Yeah,
You've done
Yeah.
it.
I've done it before.
is it permafrost?
No, I've never done it in frost, but I don't think we froze hard enough yet to not do it.
I mean, we can try it. You wanna do it? You give me a time where you wanna put them up.
The last I knew, you were gonna call and get 811.
Well, I did call 811, then what happened, I had to cancel that because I only had half of it.
Oh.
You know, I had that part of it. All right, so let's do it. I mean, you know, that part there we can get done before the end of the year. But the alley,
If the ground falls.
yeah, the alley, I mean, you know, he's still telling me when he called and wanted to know if he's plowing the roads. And he said that he's still gonna get that and the basin done before the end of the year. And Scott Benny's our guy, so,
He's running out of time.
yeah. Well, it's like everybody, I mean, everybody's super busy, you know, so.
Well, he told you after July, he was gonna. slow
Well, he's
down.
been telling me a lot, you know, and I keep telling him that as long as it's done before the end of the year, you know, because I just talked to him again a week or so ago,
Cause the money's already been approved for it,
yeah.
and that's for this year.
Yep,
So
we're
what
all
happens
aware
if
of
we don't
that.
get it done?
All right, so let's, all right, so I'll go ahead and I'll call 811 again. And then, it's supposed to get up near 30.
By
You
the
know.
weekend, it's gonna be
No,
in the low teens, so I don't think.
no, we
we're
may
gonna
have
get
to,
there.
you know what, it's something I might be able to have, you know, we might be able to have somebody from town department, the county or something like that, come out with their post hole, whatever.
They set the ones down your street.
I mean, if you are gonna do it, I would put concrete blankets down on the ground.
For the-
Solid ground where you are gonna put
Yeah.
it. Cause I mean, I've been in this similar temperature, you can't even auger.
Oh, yeah.
No, I say just swing on those until the weather gets better.
Then there's a safe.
Well, I'll leave it up to the town, I'll leave it up to,
Our neighbor's been an issue for years, and the town.
I'll leave it up to
About everything. If you
the
don't-
county, if they say no, then we'll leave it, you know, if we can't, you know, we'll have to wait.
It took 2 years to get him out of the alley.
All right, so, and again, it's, the alley and stuff, to answer your question, he tells me all the time that he's gonna get it done before the end of the year.
So what happens if he doesn't?
He's got to, because, I mean, and he promised me he would. I mean, you know, that first snow we got before I took off, and I think he came back and did it again while I was gone last week. Didn't we get snow
Yes,
last
but I
week?
called and complained because I had to shovel about 4 feet out from my curb, so he said, I'll come back by.
Well, I do that down the beauty salon every time they go.
You know,
through.
but anyway, when he called me and asked me
Yeah.
if I needed it, I told him
They're
yes.
usually closer
A-
than
Any,
4.
anytime we got more than 2 inches, you come out and do plow.
That's supposed to be automatic. 2 inches are supposed to come out regardless, and they waited and waited. They waited so long, the ground got hard, the snow got hard, and they chunked it up in front of our house.
Oh,
Big
yeah?
They
huge
did
chunks.
it in everybody's in there. I had boulders that big and from the salon and I had to try to chop away.
And if they'd have came when they should have, they wouldn't have done that.
It went nice and smooth.
Well,
Right, so that's what happened, because mine, I had big chunks in mine too.
Because they
I
waited
think
too
it
long.
was because it was such a wet snow when they were plowing, it just balled up and they had nowhere to put it, you know, other than it's gonna be in front of your driveways. And I know last year, some of Bluffton, when we had that snow, complained about, you know, the snow plows in Bluffton closing up their driveways when they go by. There's nothing they can do about it. If you want your streets cleaned out, that's just, you know, part of
Yeah,
it.
you're gonna have to do some shoveling.
Yeah.
I don't like it either. I know a few years ago, before minute, I mean, I had the guy, he'd shovel me in every time.
Yeah, they do
I mean,
it, they do it
I'm
everywhere.
talking a foot high,
Yeah.
right at the end of my driveway in the road. And then it'd rain or sprinkle or something like that and freeze. I mean, it's like climbing over it. All right, so we got that settled, and I'll get a hold of you for the 811, you know, and let you know what's going on with that. Like I said, because that's already been a done deal. Okay, new business still? Where are we at here?
On the
Now,
first.
nepotism policy.
Okay, this is something you guys have to sign every year, at the end of the year, saying you did violate the nepotism policy. So, like with where your name is, then you sign above it, and then the other 2 council members will sign down here. So Paul, there's yours, here's Linda's, and Michael's. Sorry, mine's not quite that one. And then if you all
You signed that, right?
would sign mine.
Sign above the Brennan name.
Yes.
Yes, for yours, and then you have to sign the bottom on the rest of it. The other council members have to sign.
Yeah, sign that. I'll sign yours.
More than willing to let you have it.
And I have signed yours.
Yes, yes.
All, the council members have to sign everybody's.
I even tried to use my torch. And I tried to light it.
And you need to sign
It
this
lights
one.
were like fire retardants.
And when I
I
saw
don't know
this,
what's going on.
I'm thinking, you know, I saw the personnel policy and I'm like, did we do something that now we're putting a new policy in? But, okay, you cleared it up, it's just, it's an already existing thing, we're just following up on.
I typed it.
When we took a tree down, I had the top of the tree, we threw it on the pile there some days ago.
Good Lord.
Do I need to sign this one?
You sign everybody's.
I don't know how many we got here.
You already signed that one, didn't you?
No.
Yep, then you sign it twice. Just cross her name out and sign it.
No wonder I had so many. All thrown in that thing like crazy.
All right, so that's one.
Okay, so he has to sign this one.
Thank you. All right, so we got that, we're gonna keep moving. We're gonna move to new business B, transfer money to sewer account.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember last year when our sewer account was really low. But we are, since we're a small town, able to transfer money from one fund to the other. And so I had designated, 24,000 for the fire department. And we actually took some of that out of, public safety fund. So there's about 12,000 in there we're not gonna be using. So I have drawn up a resolution that we can transfer $10,000 from the general fund to the wastewater fund. Right now, there's $30,000 in the wastewater fund, which is kinda low. And so with that 10,000, we're taking up to 40,000. So I just need to have
I think that's a great idea.
I just need to have the council members sign by your name, nay or yay.
Quit shoving towels down there so we don't have to keep cleaning it up.
And that 10,000 is part of, from the,
From the, yeah, well, it's from the general fund to the wastewater fund. And the attorney did send me that part of the law that says we can do that.
You got COVID up there?
Huh?
You got COVID?
I don't get COVID.
Not coming near me.
All right, so where we're signing that, we're gonna go ahead and move on to new business C, transfer of money and same classifications.
Okay. So, on this one,
I'm sorry.
thank you. On this one, if you noticed on your expenses that I gave you, your expense sheet, there's a negative number by electricity. And I wrote more checks today, so it's more of a negative number. We're not supposed to have that, so there was extra money in the liquid propane account. So we're transferring $100 from the propane to the electrical, so we'll put that in balance. And your name is listed, so sign where your name is.
All right, so we're finishing this up. Let's go to new business 5D, personnel policy.
Okay, if you remember last time, the State Board of Accounts wants me to submit a personnel policy to Gateway. And so I got a personnel handbook from another town, they sent it to me. So basically what I did here is I went through theirs and typed what I thought pertained to our town. So if you will approve this, then I can submit it to Gateway as our personnel policy, and I won't have to submit it every year. Once they have it, they just wanted us to have a personnel policy.
yeah, I read through it and I think it's okay.
Okay.
Me, I don't know about them.
Nope, that's great.
I just need a motion.
I make a motion to approve the personnel policy.
Okay.
I'll say it.
Aye.
Aye.
All right, while we're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and move the comments from the public.
What happened about the dogs out here? That was out during the summer and chased the kid up over the car and all that stuff?
They removed that.
Because the reason I'm bringing this up, I have a dog. I'd love to be able to walk it down here and check my mail.
You
I don't
can.
carry a gun, but I will stab their dog
They
if
did,
it attacks my dog. So
They-
we need to make that straight now because I'm not gonna play around.
Well, we've made it straight with everybody. You can't legally have a dog in town without it being on a leash,
that's in our ordinance.
you know? So if they got one, not only that, they got fined, and they had the dog taken away,
Okay.
but they got the dog back.
It's not the same dog.
It looked to me like it's the same exact dog, but I don't, you know, maybe it's not.
They got rid of the one last summer when the police was out here like 4 times in 1 week.
Right.
And,
Your neighbor, it's the same dogs, here and here. So what happened, I'm sorry, go ahead. No,
so they didn't have a dog
They
for a
killed
while. Then they got a younger one, but it's the same, it's a
killed
mix of
Karen's
pit bull and
Yeah.
something else.
Well, see, that's what I'm
And
afraid
see, it's been loose
of.
recently. The police has been out here, I know, 3 times for it. The last time they came out, they told them that They were fined him $150 for it running loose. They asked if it had shots, and they said no. And that was on a Tuesday, and he said, I'll give you till Friday to get the shots, or it's another $150 fine. So now they do keep it on a leash when it's, or a chain when it's outside.
When was this, Linda, that sheriff was out, told him that, you know? Like
Maybe
this summer, or?
no, about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, just recently then,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so it's the same dogs.
Right.
Now, we do got 2 dogs. They're not Malamutes. What's the other style? It's
People.
I mean, no, they're outside of town that comes in town.
Oh,
They're not shepherds. They're like
Hound, like a husky.
yeah, huskies. They're husky-looking dogs that come into town. That's actually, yeah, again, this was a couple months ago. It's the ladies down in Rita's old house. I mean, and they was actually trying to climb the fence to get her chickens.
Yeah,
And they're dogs that came outside of town.
Yeah, she told us the story, because we'd seen a black dog, it looked like going across the field there behind our house. And we asked her about it, and she said that one was out there trying to get some chicken.
Now, Poneto, Indiana is known, all the way back when I was a little kid, I mean, they got a pack of wild dogs from Keystone to here. That actually bred with the coyotes and stuff, you know. So they're all kind of hanging together in this area. You know, now again, I haven't seen a pack in a long time.
Right.
But there is a dogs that comes in out of town, you know.
Well, my neighbor's dogs have gotten out too. Just this past week, they were in my backyard.
That's 4 or 5 times right there. Because I went down there 3 times and they did it again after that, and they did it again, so that's 5 times.
which neighbor?
Right beside me, yeah.
Alan.
Were you saying those 2 dogs are the same that used to be next to me?
Yes.
And those are the 2 we're talking about now?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. No, the 2 that's next to you keeps going back and forth.
Okay, well, they can stay over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And away from my curious 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Well, when
I can
Grant's,
tell you, if the dog ever got on one of my kids, that dog wouldn't be around much longer.
She'd die, even if it wasn't my kid and I seen it attack a kid.
Exactly, yeah.
You get you Sammy. There ain't no dogs come down my road or in my yard. There you go.
Mine either.
Yep. You all right? Anything else from the public? And what I'll do about that since you brought it up, about that swimming pool, I'll go down there and try to talk to Larry again. You know, like Larry, come on.
well, I wouldn't even miss the spring if you're gonna give everybody
It
else
won't
a
smell
chance.
as bad, but do it now.
It may take you that long to even think about it, as slow as it is.
You know, even if he would just let me go over there
Luann, how many times
and
have
bust
you
the
said
bottom
you
of
would
it out
like
with my
this?
tractor, just let all the water come out and let it start drying up some.
I mean, how big of a hole would it take to bury that thing? There's a big hole right next to it and bulldoze into it, cover it up?
Yeah, all it is just real thin metal. I mean, you know, so.
Well, like he said, he'd haul it down in his house and burn it if he'd let him. I mean, he already said he'd offer to tear it
Yeah,
down.
I'd burn it right there where it's set. I'd burn it up.
That'd be fine.
Well, then I have to have a fire bigger than that.
Yeah. You'd have a competition.
It's up there.
Sorry to get it off.
I do have one other thing that I looked at the calendar for next year, and in October, we have the same issue. The second Monday is on Columbus Day. So, do you want me to move it to the week before, or do you want to keep it, or what do you want to do?
That's, you know what, a lot of other towns actually take that one day a year
And just don't have a meeting on
and just don't have a meeting in October.
We did that one year, when Becky was.
And it's not October. And the reason I winced at that, because
Oh, it
the
was spring.
budget has to be approved.
Oh, in October?
In September, it has to be read and then approved in October.
Well, okay. In that case then, since the budget's in October, it falls in October, you don't have to move it to the first Monday.
Maybe I need a motion on that?
Yep. Let's, I'll make a motion to actually, November
Which is
2020.
what I did this year, but these people were mad about it.
No, it's just a lot of other companies, you know, a lot of other towns like, there you go. Well, I made a motion to actually move our second Monday meeting to the first Monday meeting in October of 2026.
I second.
Because of Columbus Day.
Okay,
Vote. Right,
Aye,
all right. Approval of checks.
I got an email from IDAM that our permits due again.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that by, or somebody got it by the end of February.
Who does that?
You've done that.
I've done it the last couple of times,
Okay.
saves you.
We really should pay him extra for that.
Well, we pay them hourly anyway, right?
Saves you a bunch from, if you had the engineer do it, it's quite expensive.
Do you at least count the hours you put into that and add it to your bill?
Yeah, I forget what it was, I charged you a little last time I worked, but
Yeah.
Make sure you do.
it wasn't what the engineers wanted for it,
Is that an annual thing?
5 years.
Okay. Thank you, Tom, for taking care of that.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you
Because
you put that
it's
down.
at the end of June, we gotta have it applied for by the end of February, I think.
Looks to me like that's your duty right there.
Yeah.
You know, then like I said, just turn in your hours.
It's not hard to do as long as you've got the ability to just kind of move things over to the new.
Yep.
To
Good
get
deal.
it, to get a new one is kind of hard to do.
All right, I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
But how about to approve the checks first?
We just did that.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, you was busy. All right, I make a motion to approve the checks.
aye.
Got her second guessing herself
Vote.
now.
I think that's
Aye.
a story.
Aye.
Who seconded that, Linda? Or Michael?
Hey, in case everybody didn't know it, Louise got a second job, or third job.
I think she told me.
Yeah.
Yeah, not at the post office anymore, that's
I got a box down there, I was gonna see if you could, what time is the post office even open?
7:30 to 11.
Okay, I leave at 5,
7:30 to 9:30 on Saturday.
okay? I get home at 5:30 sometimes,
That doesn't work, it's closed way before then.
I know.
They're not open during normal people hours.
No. Did we make motion for dismissal?
Yes, I made a motion for it to adjourn the meeting.
I second.
Vote.
Aye.
All right. Signature claims.
Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Hey, and I will ask Larry about that. I mean, no, the last time I down there, he called me, I mean, he's so sick that he don't do nothing,
Right.
you know, and Jeremiah, you know, he's sick now too, you know, so I'm gonna just ask him, just let me just do it, you know. It's gonna save him some time,
All right.
you know,